to Meet the Host. I'm your host, Mike Rippe, here for another episode where we flip the script and I talk and interview a host. Today, on the show, David Shapiro. Welcome.
David Shapiro. Thank you so much.
You are a legend.
I try to be. So one day at a time.
Let's tell the audience, the people watching, where they could follow you.
Well, you're going to be able to follow me on Instagram. I keep my personal life very private, but Instagram seems to be where I can let loose. So, username GQ4427.
And we'll put that in the subtitles. Now, the thing I love about you is I don't even really need to be here. You can do the show without me. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thanks for joining us again. And thank you, Mr. Shapiro.
I appreciate it.
This is exciting. All right, so let's start. What do you host?
I host Lexus.
Yeah.
And that is all I host.
All right, well, that's enough. Tell us more about it.
So what I do is I fly to different cities.
Yeah.
I take a car, concept or production. I get up on the stage, and I make that car come alive.
And you do. And how would you say you make the car come alive?
I bring people in, and I touch that car with words. And without even turning the car on, it just powers up with my words. I blow it up with my mouth. It's amazing.
What would you say is your most God-given talent, or how do you do that? Like, people are watching us. They say, how can I be like David Shapiro? How can I host a car show? How can I talk about cars? What do you say to the people?
Well, I think you really have to dig deep inside your soul and find out who you are. And once you learn who you are, you have to become one. You have to actually basically date yourself for a while and become comfortable with who you are. And then once you become who you are and become, understand that, you get up on a stage and you express yourself through what you're speaking about. And that is what sells and creates an amazing performance.
I think people watching right now would obviously see that you can do that. Now, you talk about the cars. Which cars, or is there a specific car that you sell even more as far as when you're hosting, or what do you think? When you see the car, what's that move like for you? Like, what do you draw on?
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to look at is the appearance. I'm a very visual person. I judge things by the look. I mean, I'm a very visual person. Sometimes I think I'm very shallow when it comes to the physical attributes. So first thing I'll look at is maybe the curves of the body.
And that speaks to you.
And that speaks to me, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It yells to me. It says,
passion.
Give it to me. Exactly.
All right, so you host for Lexus. When did you begin hosting?
I'd say ever since I stepped out of my mommy's hoo-ha.
Woo!
Well,
thank God this is not a PG show.
Now, I got signed with Lexus about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And that's when I kind of found out, hey, I got a little niche for this. I like live performing. I like the improv stuff.
Yeah.
I like to sell something to the public.
So if I said to you, hey, David, you could have a script or you could go live, you get to choose how you're going to do it. You're choosing live improv.
Yeah, I want live improv. You have a script, you can still have fun with it, but I'm going to change it up. And then I'm going to piss off the producer or director or writer.
So you started with Lexus a couple years ago. What is your favorite thing about hosting?
I like to be in the spotlight.
Spotlight? All right, if I said to you, the spotlight is on you, what are you hosting?
I'm hosting myself.
Yeah, but what's the event?
The event. So let's say Lexus Detroit Auto. Okay, if I had to choose, it would be New Year's.
New Year's.
I would take Ryan Seacrest and wipe him out, and I would do him.
That's the spotlight on you. You're counting down. Dick Clark's New Year's Eve becomes Shapiro's New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. That's it.
We might have to do that.
I think that
David Shapiro's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That might be a
I'm
program.
not gonna lie. I just felt something move inside me.
David Shapiro's New Year's Eve. Guys, if you're watching and you want someone for New Year's Eve, he just told you that's what he wants. So David Shapiro,
right,
New Year's Eve.
He's got to go. Seacrest is great. I love him.
What would you say the least favorite thing that you would feel about hosting is? Is there something that you're like, I like all of this, but this part of it, I'm not really digging?
No. I love it all.
All of it.
Yeah, there's not one thing I don't like.
There's not having to share the spotlight sometimes. There's not having to talk about something you're not interested in. You just love it all. It doesn't matter.
I love it all, and there's got to be something that I don't like. And the only thing
doesn't
I
have to
can
be.
think of, the only thing I can think of is maybe getting not enough sleep and having to get up there. But then I wake up. It's
Passionate.
like I wake up. It's like a zolt of lightning going right through my body, and then boom, it pops out.
Ooh.
You know, the passion comes out, and I
You
just
can see it right now.
I get really excited.
I love it.
Really excited.
What would you describe your style of hosting? How would you describe your style of hosting?
Throw in some swag. You have to throw in swag.
Oh, well, okay. There's people watching the show.
Yeah.
They're future wannabe hosts.
Mhm.
They look at you. They say, "This guy's got a great personality. He's a little bit more outgoing than I am." So when you say swag, what do you mean by that? Let's tell
Swag.
people.
I mean, you gotta find out who you are, and once you find out who you are, you gotta put a little curve to it, and that's what I mean by it. When I say swag, I don't mean like the hat and the bling. I just mean you gotta add your own twist to your own personality, and that is what brings them in, and that's what makes you light up like a damn Christmas tree.
Okay. I'm feeling swag right now.
I feel it right now too.
Would you say there are certain hosts or some people that you have identified with or looked at and said, you know, that's someone that I want to be like, or someone that I want to follow or try to emulate?
Yeah.
And if so, who would they be?
Yeah. I was just talking about Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest, yeah.
And I've always had a passion for him. You know, I went to school for entertainment business, and I did a lot of presentations. But every presentation I would do, it would be on him, or I would throw him in there.
You always did it about Ryan Seacrest?
I love his style. I like his swag that he puts in his own personality, and I connect with that.
Is there anyone outside of Seacrest? Because I've talked to a bunch of different hosts, and frequently we get Ryan Seacrest. And obviously Ryan Seacrest, we know. He's
We
top
know him.
host. He's main. Everyone knows him. But anybody else, maybe not even a host, anyone that has had that influence on David Shapiro? Megyn Kelly. Okay. I like it.
I like it too.
Recently got a new deal and she moved to NBC,
That's
right?
right.
Megyn Kelly.
Yep, she left out.
Star.
Bye-bye, Fox.
A star.
She's a star.
She's a star, Megyn Kelly.
Very
Interesting.
smart woman.
What is it about Megyn Kelly that you?
She's not just a host. She's very educated. You know, she has brains, and I think that's very important.
Yeah.
I think having brains on top of having talent, you put those two together, you're unstoppable.
You guys hear that? Brains plus talent equals unstoppable.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's talk about just general things. We know you're a great host. You're passionate. I've seen you do your thing. Many people watching have seen it. Someone that hasn't seen you, and maybe they're just breaking in, I want to give them tips. How does someone be a good host? Maybe describe some of those details, not just the swag part of it and what we talked about.
You have to be open to criticism.
Okay.
And you always have to ask, how did I do? And you got to have somebody watching you, somebody that you trust. For example, Michael Rippe.
Now, this is about you, not me.
Okay, well.
So you're saying
You
want
ask
always
somebody,
someone to
you want
critique
somebody that you can trust.
Do you
and critique.
rewatch yourself, see what you fixed?
Oh, I watch myself all the time, whether it's a stalker filming me and I'm watching on Instagram, or somebody's videoing it on my behalf.
Let me ask you this. You had a chance to swap seats with me and host this show.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would love to do so.
You would do it?
I'd have a blast.
So if something happens to me, you will take the
I'll
reins.
take over.
You'll
We
take the
should
reins?
oral agreement right now. Done. It's on video.
Handshake. David Shapiro. In case something happens to me,
I'll take over.
I'll take over.
No
Maybe
matter what.
you could do this on New Year's Eve.
I could do this wherever I want.
Anything else you want to add?
Be yourself. Chase your dream. Dig deep.
That was good. That was good. All right. Thank you. This has been fun.
It has been fun. What, about 10 minutes?
This is perfect. This is what we want. We're gonna do more down the road, but for now, let's tell everyone that watched this 10 minutes and they've learned a lot because I've learned a lot. Where they're finding you one more time.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Username GQ4427.
and you guys get it because that's GQ. And you guys know you can follow me on social media at Mike Rippe. Of course, I'm your host of Meet the Host. Thanks again for joining us for another episode. We will talk to you again with another host when we flip the script. So much.